If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and the best is blessed, baby.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. Keep it clean. Touch gloves if you wish. Let's do it.
Straight Talk MMA, hosted by Zay Brotherz, the MMA Brotherz.
What up? What up?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Another beautiful morning, Saturday morning here in sunny South Florida. Welcome everybody to another episode of Body Shot. This is episode 2.
Yeah, episode 2.
Yeah, all right?
Yeah.
I am Zay. That's my brother Bones. We are the MMA Brotherz. And I am here to prove him wrong on whatever MMA topics that he disagreed with me with.
And now I'm here to prove that I'm going to be right no matter what, especially with the main event one.
So let's run it.
All right, let's go. Episode 2. All right, first up, will Sugar Sean get his belt back? What say you, bro?
Honestly, I can see a path where that can happen. I feel like right now, you're gonna have Merab versus most likely Umar Nurmagomedov. The winner of that will probably face off against Davis and Figueiredo.
I think Figueiredo should get in that title shot, but.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue. I mean, I can't disagree with that. But I mean, whichever direction they go in, I feel like it's cool. If Umar get the next title shot, they might put Figueiredo against Peter Yan. That would be fine. I feel like whoever don't get the shot will probably fight Yan. If either way, if Umar or Merab loses the belt, then those are the only two people in the bantamweight division that I can really see Sean O'Malley fighting for a title and not getting it back. Everybody else, I feel like he has the skills to defeat. And who knows? I don't want to take nothing away from Merab, but he did just have that surgery on his labrum in his hip. And the fact that he had it already means that it's something that he had scheduled before the fight, which means he definitely went into that fight injured. So
Sean had the injury, right?
Yeah, so I mean, maybe he can't even beat Merab.
All right, in my opinion, I don't see Sugar Sean ever getting that belt back. I feel like it's a murderous role in that division. Um, Marab kind of schooled him as far as with the wrestling and everything like that. Yeah, I understand he was injured, but um, I don't see him beating Umar Nurmagomedov. I don't see him beating Figueiredo. Uh, I think what they're going to try to do for him next is probably give him somebody like a Song Yadong, a winnable fight. Um, because if you look, his only impressive, like real impressive win or big name win to get to the title was against Peter Yan, and a lot of people thought that he lost that fight. When he went against Cheeto, he lost that. Although he did get revenge, but I don't see Sugar Sean getting his belt back. I feel like big money fights is going to be kind of where he make his name.
You say the only notable win he had to get to the title was Peter Yan, but he also knocked out Aljamain Sterling, and he also beat the hell out of Cheeto. So I mean, those are two
No. I'm talking about getting to the belt.
Yeah, but don't discredit the wins that he had while he had the belt.
No, I'm not going to discredit him, but I'm just saying the path that he had to take was
Honestly,
easier in my opinion than the path that Marab had to take.
Absolutely, I would agree with that, but I would also say that I feel like his next fight will be against Corey Sandhagen. That's a fight that everybody wanted to see anyway, and now that they're both on the L and it's not going to be for the belt, I still see it being his next 5-rounder.
Also, a guy who is not a big, heavy wrestler, although he can use wrestling, and I see if they were to fight, I see Sandhagen beating him by utilizing his wrestling.
I don't know, man. I think that'll be a striker's delight, and that's definitely a fight that I kind of feel like it's almost a mirror match.
Because remember when he fought Rob Font, we thought that was going to be a striker's delight. He utilizing a lot of takedown and wrestling to win that
Yeah,
fight.
but he tore. I think that's just because he tore his bicep in the first round.
All right, so I say no, you say yeah for that one, right?
Yeah, and plus he's still young, so I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like the sky's still the limit.
All right, this one is right up your alley.
Topic number 2. Who should be Dustin Poirier's last fight? Who do you think?
It is a hard one for me. I can see, because it's going to be a last fight, I can see them doing the Gaethje Part 3 to close that series out. Nick Diaz not even with the UFC. I was thinking about that fight, but I can see them maybe signing him just so he can have that fight. But yeah, right now I would say probably Justin Gaethje Part 3.
Perfect answer. I mean, to be honest with you, that's the only answer. Justin Gaethje versus Dustin Poirier 3. Have the trilogy. The series is tied 1 apiece. Both fights ended in knockout. It's a fight that fans wouldn't mind seeing 30 times if they wanted to run it. They both coming off losses. So, yeah, that's the perfect fight for Dustin Poirier to be bid a farewell. Let him go ahead and get that L back from Gaethje. He'll be 2-1 in the series, and he can go out with a W. I'm definitely going to hate to see him go, but at the same time, I get it. Really don't got much else to prove. I do feel like the sport is definitely going to miss him. He went into that last Islam fight with a cracked rib, didn't tell a soul, not even after the loss. It ended up coming out. I think Chael Sonnen was the person who I heard disclose that.
Yeah, generally I'm not a fan of rematches, especially trilogies and everything. But because this is going to be his last fight, and they are 1-1 in this series, and Gaethje gonna bring it. They're both coming off of a loss. I feel like it'd be a very fitting end to his career to close it out, and it'll be a very entertaining fight. Now, question: do you think that should be for a BMF belt?
I don't think so because I honestly feel like if Gaethje loses, then he'll probably end up retiring. Plus, his last fight was for the BMF belt and he lost it. So,
all right. So a little sidebar. What do you think should happen with the BMF? Or who do you think should defend that next? Because the current champion is fighting for the UFC belt.
I feel like if Holloway wins that fight, then he should still probably defend both belts. His next fight should probably be against. I don't want to see Volk and Holloway Part 5.
No.
I would like to see him versus Diego Lopez for the BMF. But it'll be like if he's the champion and he has both belts, let it be a winner take all. If not, it would be cool to see a BMF fight in the female division.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
The cool thing about the BMF belt is it doesn't actually have to follow the same rules as the regular belt. They could just Max Holloway could be a BMF champion and they could have a BMF fight in a whole another weight class. You know who also would be fun? Dan Hooker versus Poirier.
Yeah. I would like to see that fight too, but I just don't know if that should be his retirement fight though. But Dan Hooker star definitely no win though. All right, the last one for this episode.
Oh man.
Is Brock Lesnar a top 5 UFC heavyweight?
Hell no.
You say hell no? Go ahead. Explain
Hell
why.
no. I mean, why would he be? What was his record when he retired?
His UFC record?
Yes.
His record period? I don't remember. Maybe it was like 7-5.
Exactly, because it wasn't impressive. It wasn't impressive at all. Single digit wins, single digit losses. Didn't hold a belt for a long time, and not even to discredit Brock Lesnar, I can name 7 heavyweights that are arguably top 5 before I get to Brock Lesnar. So he definitely isn't top 5. You can go Stipe Miocic. You can go John Jones. You can go your boy right now. A matter of fact, let's just stick with his era. Junior Dos Santos, you can put him in the top 5 heavyweight of all time. You can put Alistair Overeem in the top 5 heavyweight of all time. You can put Tom Aspinall in the top 5. You can put Andrei Arlovski in his prime in the top 5 of all time. I mean, no, Brock Lesnar is not a top 5 heavyweight of all time. Fabricio Verdum, Cain Velasquez.
All right, so in my opinion, I think Brock is a top 5 UFC heavyweight.
So who would you take off that list to put him on?
All right, I'm gonna give you my top 5, and I'm not. See, this is a caveat. I don't think he is the best athlete or a top 5 exactly MMA fighter, but when it comes to when you're talking about draws and spectacles and everything like that,
I'm talking about fighter, like top 5 heavyweight fighter. I didn't say top 5 draw.
I know I'm saying top 5 draw though.
But that's not
whenever Brock fought, it was must see TV. You had to watch it, and even though you want to throw salt on Heath Herring or Randy Couture, Shane Carwin at the time, it wasn't washed up and it wasn't all beat up. Randy Couture just came off of a win and getting the belt. You know what I'm saying?
Randy Couture was a light heavyweight fighting that heavyweight because they didn't have any other heavyweight. I mean, you get what I'm saying?
Hey,
I give you that, but
Frank Mir wasn't bad though. Frank Mir was a good win, I think.
Frank Mir was a good heavyweight.
You know, yeah, I definitely think Brock deserves to be in the top 5. I would put Stipe number 1. I would say maybe you put Dos Santos in there. I would like to put Overeem in there, but I can't do it because never even had the belt. Fabricio Verdum number 3.
He never had the belt and he beat Brock.
Yeah.
So I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm saying he's not in the top 5. I'm saying Overeem isn't in the
But
top 5.
he beat your top 5.
That don't mean that he is in the top 5 though, because he was never champion. Brock was a champion, so that's an accomplishment in itself.
But
If Brock never had the belt, then I would say he's not in the top 5. But I will put him in there though. And he got, like and also for his time and for his era, he was definitely the best, and he was dominant in his little UFC run. When he got the diverticulitis and came back and lost against Overeem and then Cain Velasquez, that was pretty much it. But before that, bro, he was a monster. I think that actually took away from his career, and it took a lot out of him. I feel like he could have been a lot better. I feel like he would have did a lot more if he didn't have diverticulitis.
So who did you say you would put above him? Who was your top 5?
You gotta put Stipe in there. You gotta put Cain Velasquez, Verdun dos Santos, Brock.
Okay, so where's DC and all that?
Okay, I'll take out Verdun and put it in DC.
But DC beat Cain, and Cain is in there. I mean, but
DC did beat Cain.
Verdun beat Cain, and Cain is in there.
Yeah. You can't use MMA math because MMA math is all over the place. This person beat that person beat that person. I mean, Stipe lost to Stephen Struve, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to use
Stephen Struve ain't nowhere in the top 5 or maybe even the top 10.
But if you want to use the whole like, oh, they were never champions, so I didn't put them in there.
Well, I feel like if you have a top 5, it got to be full of champions because it was, it'd be hard to put somebody in there in the top 5 that wasn't a UFC champion.
You realize that you're forcing Brock Lesnar in there. You're kind of like just like jamming him in there when he really don't fit.
I took
square inside of a hole.
I took John Jones out because he only had one fight at heavyweight, so I can't put him in there yet.
So what about Francis?
Ngannou? Yeah, you make a good case with that one.
So I'm saying,
I would have liked to really see what would have happened if he didn't get that diverticulitis, bro. Because I feel like he was, even though it wasn't, he was like knocking people out. That wrestling, bro, like. And that ground and pound was nasty.
That's just like me saying I would have liked to have seen what happened if Kane's knees didn't get totally destroyed like multiple times. I mean, the story is the story. What happened, and you got to take Brock out of there, man. Come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm not taking Brock out of there.
It's just bias.
Listen. He's one of the best athletes to ever do it, man. When you think about,
he's one of the best athletes, but he's not a top 5 UFC heavyweight.
I think he is.
So I feel like even if I proved my point, you wouldn't admit it.
But you didn't prove your point, though.
All right, so is Brock Lesnar, was he a better heavyweight than DC?
No.
Look at the accolades. Look at the accomplishment. You said, yeah. Look at.
No, I said no. He wasn't a better heavyweight than DC.
Okay, was he a better heavyweight than Cain Velasquez?
No, I said he was a top 5 heavyweight draw.
Okay. No, you moving the goalposts. There you go, moving the goalposts.
Hey, the question didn't say heavyweight athlete or fighter. He just said top 5 UFC heavyweight, and I would definitely put him in there.
It don't say draw either, though.
I know. I threw that in there. You throwing
exactly.
fighter in there. I'm throwing draw in there.
All right, so all right. Is Cain Velasquez a top 5 heavyweight? Let's try this a different way.
Cain is, DC is.
Okay, that's
Steve
2.
Is.
Right.
Verdun.
You said Verdun. Okay, so that's 4.
No, I knew you was going to throw Verdun in there, but I took Verdun out.
Verdun out. Francis?
He's one of my favorite, but I don't know if I'm gonna say he's a top 5 though.
What do you mean?
Because you got if you go through the heavyweight lineage, and also I'm also taking into account too his era. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right. So since we want to go through lineage, so would you? Sorry, so we got 3, right? We got DC, we got Kane, we got DC, we got Kane, we got Stipe. All right, so since you want to talk about eras and lineage, would you put Andre Arlovski in the top 5 greatest heavyweights of all time? No?
No, not UFC heavyweight. No.
No?
No.
But you got to think about his era.
I am thinking about his era.
All right, so what about Dos Santos?
I took Dos Santos out. I gave you my top 5. I took Dos Santos out.
You gave me your top 5, and then I threw 2 more people that you said you had to put in there. So, I mean,
I'm just saying, man. Look, I rest my case. I think Brock is a top 5.
your case got laid to rest. That's what just happened.
No, he's a top 5 heavyweight draw. Not even heavyweight. He's a top 5 draw. Period.
I mean, he's a top draw, yeah, but.
And bro, whenever Brock was fighting, it was must-see television. Like you had to watch it.
That's just like Connor's still a top draw, but do you think he would win a fight?
No.
So I mean, what are we doing here?
Hey, you got your opinion, I got mine. That's why we're doing this, bro.
No, I'm taking my opinion out of it, and I'm just trying to use facts. You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, true enough, when you have greatest of all time opinion, it is a lot, but it's like first you're saying heavyweight, then you're saying draw, because you're realizing that, damn, he's not a top 5 heavyweight. And it's just like, but you're just going to keep him there no matter what. That's just like saying the Jaguars going to win the Super Bowl this year, and here's why. You get what I'm saying? Or like,
no, but you can't. They're 0-2, so I wouldn't project them to win the Super Bowl.
But you know what I mean? It don't make sense. That's what I'm saying.
All right, so we're not going to agree on this one.
But I'm right though, right?
No, you're not right.
You funny. You're a funny guy.
All right. But that's all we got for today's show. Thanks for tuning in to episode 2.
3 topics? I feel like you should change me.
Well, we about to hit the 25-minute mark, and that was our goal, hit 25 minutes. So
I got you. All right, so let me ask you this: what you looking forward to most? Like, what matchups that were made that you were looking forward to most? We're getting it on that.
Oliveira and Chandler part 2. I'm looking forward to that because I feel like Chandler, needs to get back with that, and also it'll help bump him up in the division because he needs to work his way towards a title shot. You know, he's been chasing after McGregor, and that's not going to happen. So, him fighting Oliveira, that's going to get him a title shot. You know, if you win this one, maybe not this fight, but if you win this fight and another fight, it probably will. So I'm looking forward to that fight. Saint Denis and Moicano. I think that's going to be a pretty good fight. It's in France. I'm thinking that Denis is just going to ground and pound him, but I'm pulling for Money Moicano because I'm a huge fan of his.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Holloway Topuria. I'm looking forward to John Jones and Stipe Miocic. I'm looking forward to the women's bantamweight title fight with Juliana Pena and Raquel Pennington. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm ready for that fight to happen. Chandler and Oliveira, that was a epic fight as long as it lasted the first time. I'm looking forward to that. MVP versus Carlos Prates. I was looking for.
That's gonna be a good one.
Joaquin Buckley and Wonderboy. And I'm just happy that we got some months if you get paid bi-weekly, some month there are like 2 or 3 months in the year where you get paid 3 times.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we got in October. We got 2 pay-per-views in October. These past 2 pay-per-views happened within a calendar month, so I feel like we getting kind of spoiled over here as UFC fans, and I guess that's pretty much that.
Yeah,
if you got nothing to add, we can go ahead and cut it short. Surprised you didn't want to talk about how Conor McGregor probably never gonna fight again, but we'll save that for another day.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a whole nother topic. We're saving it for the next episode. But that's pretty much it. All I got, and that's it.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Body Shot. Episode 2.
Peace.
If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and the best is blessed, baby.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. Keep it clean. Touch gloves if you wish. Let's do it.
Straight Talk MMA, hosted by Zay Brotherz, the MMA Brotherz.